Here's a story with this guy. Thursday, 7th of February 2019, about what teachers are being forced to teach the children in schools these days about how normal being homosexual is, same-sex marriages and everything else. The journal is published by the Australian Association for the Teaching of English, which is the peak professional body for English teachers across the nation, including New South Wales, Australia, and responsible for professional development and providing guidance. They don't provide guidance, they're telling teachers what to teach and resources to classroom teachers. The journal's cover is painted in the rainbow colours of the flag, much loved by those involved in the Sydney and Gay Lesbian Mardi Gras, and with the title Love in English. There is no doubt what the message is. Given Australia's abysmal performance in the Progress of International Reading Literacy study test, where we are ranked below 20 other countries, and the fact students are going backwards or flatlining in the NAPLAN test, parents might expect the focus to be on improving reading and writing skills, but they'd rather focus on the gay and lesbian, teaching our kids that it's normal. And why are we going backwards lower than 20 other countries? Could it be the fluoride in the water? What's been sprayed in our air? The crap foods? Said it 1,000 times. It's all dumbing us down. There could be some proof. The results of last year's same-sex marriage survey is lauded as a watershed moment in Australian history, and teachers are told they must take a renewed interest in questions of gender and sexuality. The educators reading the journal are also told that the endorsement of same-sex marriage was overwhelming, even though approximately 40% of those surveyed replied no to the same-sex marriage. And I can guarantee everyone who was gay, 99.9% of gay people would have voted yes. And I'd guarantee that people who were against it or don't care didn't even vote. The fact that only just scraped over the line for the marriage shows the truth of the matter is there's far, far more people in Australia that are against same-sex marriages. Me, I don't care. If you want to get married, get married. If you want to be gay and all that, sure. But the real question is, why is this happening in the first place? Why are kids being born male but thinking they're female? What the hell's going on? Why are we becoming dumber like the story just said? No one's questioning everything. Ask the governments, what crap are they putting in our food, air and water that's making us dumb? Something's happening. This is not normal. They're trying to normalise this crap in schools, but it's not normal. I'm not saying discriminate against somebody who might be gay, or a kid who thinks they're a female, or a female who thinks they're a male. It's not about discriminating against them, because this is happening now. But why is it happening? Ask the question. I don't care what you say. It's not normal. You don't see a handicapped child and get told they're normal. Something's wrong. That's not normal, people. Don't discriminate against gay and lesbians and all the rest of it. That's what they choose, or that's what they're born in life. So be it. It's not about that. But don't pretend it's normal. 98% of Australians self-identify as man or woman. And some 40% of those surveyed oppose same-sex marriages, and paper authors argue that English curriculum must be transformed to recognise diverse sexualities and a queer inclusive curriculum. Instead of acknowledging the view of 40% opposing the same-sex marriage. The journal also argues the role of the English classroom is to make visible positive representations of diverse genders and sexualities in order to normalise whatever them letters all mean. But again, it's really still a minority, and they're pushing it on the majority to make it normal. And even though the AATE might be expected to uphold the rules of grammar, to succumb to its politically correct approach by abolishing the he and she on the basis that they and them are used as alternatives to gendered pronouns. They're taking the human element out of everything. They're losing who we are. You're a there and them and LBGDZV. No, I'm just male or female. We're taking the element of being a human out of all this. Again, why is this crap happening? What parents and the public have to realise is that in today's classrooms, English teachers are being pressured to become new age warriors of the cultural left and political correctness in that dominant ideology. According to, FREIRE, learning must be empowered and liberating and directed at challenging the status quo. The true purpose of education is to allow students to perceive themselves as dialectical relationship with their social reality and to assume an increasingly critical attitude towards the world and so to transform it. To transform the world. What's going on? The new world order is in full flight in Australia and in classrooms around the world. Let's start programming the kids' minds to normalise something that's not normal. Not teaching our kids, ask questions, kids. If something doesn't seem right, find out why it's happening in the first place. The proof are up here, I've already said, our kids are dumber than ever. They're being programmed more and more than ever. Don't get mad at me, ask why the fuck this is happening.